to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone.
No mai, haere mai ki Otago, Cowles Stadium to be precise, and some round 12 action from the NZNBL here live on the home of sports, Sky Sport, as the Canterbury Rams get ready to take on the visiting Otago Nuggets. Kia ora, very good evening to you. Hugh Bainham here alongside Nick Bewley, new father Nick Bewley. Congratulations, Nick.
Thanks, Hugh.
Busy time, great to have you courtside with us in a typically packed, typically loud Cowles Stadium, and here for good reason. This point in the NZNBL, not one team is locked into the playoffs, not one team is locked out of the playoffs, and there's just 4 rounds to go.
Fascinating, isn't it? Yeah, we've got the Lizards, the Auckland Tuatara right there at the top leading the way. The Canterbury Rams, though, 9-4 with 5 games to go. And we just saw a picture there of Corey Webster. I'm sure we'll touch on his Rams debut in the preview. But there's the ladder, 9-4. But you look down to those top 6 spots. The Giants, your Giants there, Hugh, 5-8. The Sharks circling as well. A lot of intriguing basketball still to come over the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Absolutely, there is. Not least in round 12 itself, as we see the games coming up tomorrow, 7 o'clock live on Sky Sport, of course, from Pullman Arena in Auckland. The Franklin Bulls taking on the Wellington Saints. Then the ladder leaders, the Auckland Tuatara, with a chance to lock in a playoff spot as they take on the Nelson Giants. 5 o'clock from Event Finder Stadium in Auckland on Saturday. Then the Hawks are in action against the Nuggets, who've got to make their way north after tonight's game. That one's 7 o'clock on Saturday. To add to the intrigue of this part of the season, some players coming into the league. None bigger than 2 brothers who will see make their debut tonight. Now, I never thought I'd see either Webster play for a South Island team, let alone both on the same night against each other. There's Corey Webster, one of the great Tall Blacks scorers of all time. He'll come off the bench tonight, because starting for the Rams are Taylor Brett, Tevin Brown, Walter Brown, Max Darling and Tom Webley. Let's hear from Corey's longtime coach as a child and a teenager, and now as an adult, Judd Flavel.
First and foremost, it's not very often you play the same team twice in the space of a week. What's been key for you guys after the impressive win down there in Dunedin last week?
Yeah, I think there's a lot that we can fine-tune and be better at. I think there's things there as well that we can, I guess, get a bit of a feel for each other and see how, you know, what the systems look like when we match up against each other. So and for this one, I'm sure there's going to be a few adjustments from both teams. But yeah, I guess that's what you get when you play each other back to back, and you know, obviously 2 different lineups as well with some different pieces of the personnel, which will be intriguing as well.
Let's talk about those different pieces, none more so for you guys. Corey Webster, for the opposition, Ty Webster. I guess just in terms of the league, how great is it to see both brothers fronting and playing against each other tonight?
Yeah, good to have them in the league. I mean, always good sign with the NBL, and seeing it at good strength when you got guys with that caliber, you know, Tall Blacks, and just the homegrown talent, you know, back here. And it's been great, you know, having Corey and reuniting back with him after, you know, sort of, I guess, a good career that he's had, and it's, you know, he's certainly adding like just a lot of, I guess, leadership with us, but just his presence, overall presence. He's a very good basketballer, but just the confidence that he'll bring to the group as well. So we're really looking forward to that.
Awesome. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
For the Nuggets, it's a tale of 1 out, 1 in, as Sam Timmins will miss tonight's game through personal reasons. But welcome to that man there, Ty Webster, who will be a teammate of his brother's Corey at the World Cup with the Tall Blacks and in the Australian NBL with the Perth Wildcats, but not tonight as he suits up for the first time in the baby blue of the Otago Nuggets. He is in a potentially potent backcourt with Nico McCulloch, Mike Harris, Todd Withers and Jack Andrew make up the starting 5. Let's hear from head coach Brent Matahaere.
Oh, Coach, it's not often, I was just saying to Judd, that you play a team back-to-back in this league. What adjustments have you had to make into this one coming into the Cowles Cauldron?
Yeah, well, the Cowles Cauldron, I think it's loud when there's only one person in here, so when the place is packed, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, look, we've had a look at ourselves mostly. I think we had 40 possessions where we turned the ball over, took a bad shot, or missed a layup. So out of 80 possessions, that's a lot. So we can fix our own problems. We should be able to go a long way to rectifying the score sheet.
Ty Webster introduced into the Nuggets system tonight. What can we expect from him?
Oh, look, he's an awesome human, first and foremost. Fitted in really well, really enjoying his company, and yeah, hopefully you see him smiling out there tonight and taking it out his brother. So, I mean, that's going to be an exciting matchup, first and foremost, and great for the league.
Absolutely, go well tonight.
Yeah, cheers.
So a head-to-head battle tonight, an intriguing one as we look down those players. But first of all, Nick, how about the downturn in form for the Nuggets?
Yeah, it's intriguing, isn't it, Hugh? The Nuggets running away at the start of the competition, 7-0 after their title last year to start their defence, and then losing 5 of the last 6, getting that one win over the Wellington Saints, which surprised a few as well. But yeah, really struggled since the loss of Jagori McLaughlin to a knee injury, and now interesting too, as you mentioned, no Sam Timmins there, his presence down low, not there tonight. So Jack Andrew, big size 15, size 16 shoes to fill, but that'll be intriguing. There's matchups across the court though, Hugh. Look, with 2 Webster brothers, Tevin Brown and Todd Withers, intriguing as well, and Walter Brown, who's had a real breakout season, right up there for most improved in my books for the Cowles NBL in 2023.
Absolutely. Fireworks potential tonight very high as we see the referees, Marty Davison, Sam Pan and Regan Ashley, who don the whistles tonight. My first trip to Cowles Stadium in 2023, you just forget how loud it gets in here. It's a real cauldron.
Another sellout by all accounts, which is fantastic. A lot of home games have been front-loaded for the Rams. This is their penultimate home game of the season. They got the red-hot Franklin Bulls in town. I think that's the last round of the regular season, but a fair bit of time on the road to come. At the Auckland to Otara, potentially 1v2 next Sunday. But, all eyes are on this one. There's the Nuggets bench. Looks like Lauren Hippolyte and out on the court as well, not too far away from another edition of the Tauihi, and Lauren part of the mainland Pōkai again. Great to see.
They're building nicely for Tauihi with some incredible player announcements being released as the Rams make their way onto the hardwood. You mentioned Walter Brown, such a young, exciting core to this Rams side. Look at the starting 5 come out as Ty Webster gets laced up.
And as has been the case all season, Hugh, Walter Brown's usually picked up the most formidable offensive presence in the other team. He's had to guard the likes of Jeremy Kendall, Kyle Adnam. I'd say he might get the assignment of Ty Webster or potentially even Michael Harris tonight.
And Ty Webster will vie for that starting Tall Blacks point guard spot at the World Cup with Shea Ili later in the year. Fascinating battle that'll be as the Tall Blacks warm up with a 3-tournament tour in August. And for now, it's all about the Cowles NBL. And round 12 about to get underway. Jack Andrew and Tom Webley, 2 young, promising Kiwi big men, contest the tip. To do so illegally. So it's the Rams who will get us underway.
A shrug of the shoulders there from Walt Brown. He didn't know which way that was going to go, but Rams with opening possession.
Tasmania jet jumper, Walter Brown. Going from strength to strength and putting his hand up for a spot of the Tall Blacks himself potentially this year. Is that a taste of the black jersey? Just delayed there as Brent Matahari is up to his old tricks of trying to get in the referee's head early in this game. We finally get underway. Webley hands it off to another Tall Blacks point guard, that of Taylor Brett. Around the big man, here's Tevin Brown. There's a nice, swift, slick start to the game eventually from the Canterbury Rams.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that backdoor cut from the Rams. The Cowles NBL as Ty Webster, an errant pass early, trying to find Mike Harris, and turnover for the Nuggets. Rams back with it.
Well, they'll be teammates on the Perth Wildcats next season. Taylor Brett looking to go downhill.
The Otago Wildcats, if you will.
Could be the New Zealand Wildcats over Western Australia with Hiram Harris there as well. Aaron Young, the Tuatara head coach, now an assistant, and Taylor Brett bounces it off his own leg. So Otago ball. Great to see just such a smattering of Kiwis around the Australian NBL, not just at the Breakers, but all across the league now. Big Jack Andrews sets the screen for Ty Webster. Into the lane, delays his pass, finds McCulloch. The dual tool black himself, both the 5-a-side game and 3x3. His first shot doesn't drop.
First start as well after making his first appearance of the season last week in this very fixture. Off the bench, 10 points. Stephen Brown lets that one fly from well beyond the arc. Can't get the roll, and here come the Nuggets through Mike Harris.
In amongst the tall timber, so resets through McCulloch. Jack Andrew. McCulloch gets Tevin to bite. And off to the left though with his 3-ball. Interesting journey in 2023 for Nico McCulloch. Surprised a few when he signed over in NBL 1. Didn't last too long over there, went off to Canada.
Yeah.
Didn't last too long over there and came back to the Nuggets. So, a little ticky tour for Nico.
The stamps in the passport as well to Brown. Can't get that one to go, but Webley gets the tip back to Tevin Brown. Shot clock resets and the Rams reset their offense. Britt calls for the Webley screen. Let it fly from deep. It gets the friendly roll. Rams with an early 5-0 advantage after 2.
We've seen most head coaches live with a Taylor Brett 3, and every now and then come back to bite them. As Ty Webster shrugs off Darling, finds a bit of space, but can't get the jumper to go. Jeff Flavel calling for a push-off. The Rams go the other way through Brett. Here's Darling, catch and shoot from the corner. Down it goes, Max Darling. It's been a real improvement in Max Darling's game over the last 12, 24 months. The three-pointer.
Oh, nice find, Harris. Andrew, though, spills it. Hands down low from Darling. Here come the Rams. 8-0 start. We've seen this before in season 2023. Is Taylor Brett.
Taylor Brett.
A reverse.
Very pretty. And Brett Matahati going to one of his favourite sons early in this game, Matt Bardsley. Webster trying to get something going. Steps on the baseline. So a turnover and an early substitute. Here it is, Matt Bardsley. And who's he pulling off the court? It's Nico McCulloch. And a real glue guy is Matt Bardsley for the Nuggets.
Rams looking to build. Darling has already hit 1-3. Make it 2. And that's 13-0 to open this first quarter. Rams have come out hot.
Webster just opened up for him, takes the foul, can't get it to go. Go to the TAB stripe to shoot 2. Well, Ty Webster into his first points in the South NBL in 2023. There's a poll on Twitter circulating earlier today about which Webster will score the most points tonight. 55% to 45 in favour of the older brother, Corey.
But how many knew Corey wasn't going to start?
Ty Webster takes first blood with 1 point, and the first point of the game for the Nuggets. 13-1, the early lead as Max Darling brings the ball up. Darling turns a corner. Oh, Max Darling, that's pretty over Todd Withers.
And Darling came off the bench in this fixture just a week ago with a spot start for Troy Baxter Jr., but injected back into his usual role, the starting 5. Had 8 points off the bench last week. He's already got 8 tonight, including 2 from deep. Harris lets that one fly, just a little heavy. Here come the Rams playing with pace and purpose. Webley cleans up. Oh, silky touch for the big man out of Kashmir High, and Brent Matahati has seen enough, and fair enough. 17-1 start. Just over 4 gone in the first. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. And we spoke about it pre-game, didn't we, Hugh? No Sam Timmins tonight. The offensive rebounds has been a huge part of the Rams' success this season, and Tom Webley picking up from where Ty Wynyard left off early in Sal's NBL 23.
A real chance for Jack Andrew tonight in the absence of Big Sam. And he's losing the battle so far against Tom Webley, and there's a dearth of good Kiwi big men around the Sal's NBL. And you've got to work hard to stand out. We've seen the addition of Callum McRae in recent weeks. Up in Nelson, of course, Sam and Tom Webley have been starting for their teams. Rob Lowe, the current MVP front-runner as well. So, Parrot Cameron, plenty to pick from. Apart from Rob Lowe, of course, who recently retired from Tall Blacks duty. And obviously Isaac Fotu overseas.
Yeah. 7 from 10 from the field. Rams have started. 0 from 4 for the Nuggets. Stats partner TAB, just the one free throw. And Ty Webster, as we've seen all season, not many leads are safe in this league. Certainly a game of runs.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, the scoreboard's correct, as Mike Harris will look to add to the 1 point of the Nuggets, and he does just that. And Brent Matahardy would have just told them, just simplify things. And here go the Rams, Kevin Brown, Bardsley staying right on him and coming away with a steal, Matt Bardsley.
So that's why they call him the slippery eel.
Big screen from Andrew. Webster down the lane, fouled by Webley. So Ty Webster will go to the TAB line to shoot 2.
Doesn't need much of a window, does he, Ty, to get downhill.
Great to see him back in the NBL. I haven't seen much of him over the years as he's been overseas plying his trade. Brother Corey we've seen a little bit more of. Father Tony, of course, was one of the great NBL imports back in the day. As again, he splits his free throws. Webley with the rebound. Rebound number 5 already for big Tom Webley.
Interesting too, Judd Flavel yet to go to his bench. I guess things are going so well, why bother? As Walter Brown lets that one fly, just a little short. Mike Harris tidies up. Can the Nuggets find some fluidity on offense here? It's Withers, takes it to the cup and gets the friendly roll. Well, 2 drives, 2 buckets.
A nice shake from Todd Withers. Such control of his body when he attacks the hoop, as is Kevin Brown. Turns the corner, hands it off Webley. Great pass, Webley shrugs off Bardsley. Good hand from Andrew. And that'll be Nuggets ball. Walter Brown thought he just tapped it off the line. As you see, our first look at Corey Webster in 2023. He makes his way onto the court alongside
Galen Smith into the game as well.
Brown and Webley take a seat. Walter Brown, that is.
Nico McCulloch back in for the Nuggets. Robbie Coleman as well.
Yeah, Robbie Coleman has got a big assignment on his hand. Matt Bardsley. Corey Webster did well, forced a turnover. Good save. Confident move from Matt Bardsley, going straight at a 80-time Tall Black. Darling gets Withers to jump on the pass fake and then is fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Great start to this game for Max Darling. He already has 8 points. And they'll look to go into double digits from the foul line as Troy Baxter Jr. comes into the game. Just an absolute bench full of weapons for the Canterbury Rams.
They're deep, aren't they?
And they had a bit of, roster gymnastics to deal with, Nick, with the unexpected loss of Ty Wynyard when he got that call up over to China.
Yeah, well, they were supposed to bring in Kendrick Ray, who's very much made a home for himself there in Taranaki. A couple of big games since his arrival to Aotearoa.
They've done well to roll with the punches, and they've come up with a very nice roster and a very nice rotation, as Troy Baxter has the luxury of coming off the bench after 6 minutes of action into a 19-6 lead.
Had a big game too 7 days ago. 25 points, 8 rebounds for Troy Baxter Jr.
Harris does well to earn the foul, shooting the threes. So he'll go to the TAB to shoot 3 as Tevin Brown's called for the foul. The subs are flowing now. See the GJ gun, the Holmes replay.
Just getting in the landing space there, Tevin Brown.
Darcy knocks into the game as Barnsley takes a seat. And looks like Ty Webster's ready to sub in for Harris after the free throws.
We'll get our first look of Webster on Webster.
Reliably informed it's never happened before. Apart from in many a training, of course, breakers, tall blacks, etc. But Harris misses his first 2.
Uncharacteristic from Mike Harris. Nuggets, though, 7th in the league for free throw shooting. What's that now? 3 of 7 to start the first quarter, start this contest.
Harris takes the seat. Ty Webster back into the game and immediately guarding older brother Corey. And they're chatting out there too. Smiling, talking. Smith under duress from Robbie Coleman. Here's Robbie Coleman, 1 on 3. Sensible decision from Robbie. Resets. Nico McCulloch pulls up from the free throw line. Rattles in, but rattles out. Rebounded athletically by Troy Baxter Jr. Corey Webster's first touch. Trying to find a bit of separation from McCulloch. Gets the jump shot to go, but it doesn't drop.
Brother Ty, nice little drop off to Coleman, gets it back. Darcy Knox wide open and makes them pay.
19-10 now.
Yeah, it was 17-1. So Nuggets got a little 9-2 run.
Taylor Brett ran a couple of nice screens, fires it back to Walter Brown, spinning. Crazy Todd Withers with the block. It's come out to Brett, 3-ball from the wing, drains it in front of the Nuggets bench.
Fortuitous for the Rams there for it to land the wide open Brett, but then the rolls. Errant pass again from Ty Webster to his brother Corey.
Great defense there from Galen Smith. Just shut the door on Ty Webster as he drove. Here he is handing it off to Corey. Brown down the lane, takes the palm, the hoop, and he'll go to the line for 1 more. South Florida, Robbie Coleman.
Real patient there, the Rams. Offensively. And that's the one thing about the Rams too, when you look at all those MVP contenders, and you'll notice they're in the top 5, maybe even in the top 10. I don't think there is one Rams player. Brown misses the and one opportunity, but on any night, someone can step up, whether that's Troy Baxter Jr., Tevin Brown, Taylor Britton. Very well could be Corey Webster down the stretch here.
McCulloch looks to drop it into Andrew again, slips through his hands. Baxter Jr. the other way. He's got Walter Brown to his right, to his left. Quinn Clinton who's into the game, and they make a mess of it to the Rams. Oh, that's an errant pass, I think. Oh, Ty Webster does brilliantly to bring it in. And a foul called on Robbie Coleman. So slightly sloppy from both teams. Brett Matahati not giving his players much of a rest when he pulls them off the court. Short bursts on the bench so far for Nico McCulloch, Ty Webster and Jack Andrew and Mike Harris.
6 turnovers now for the Nuggets, and to a degree that's probably to be expected with new players coming in. As Galen Smith, a meeting with the rim. Jeepers.
Beautiful find from Corey Webster on the pick and dive. That's pretty basketball from the Rams. Galen Smith with the exclamation point. Ty Webster can't get it to go. Long rebound, McCulloch.
Got to get it up here.
Harris, the deepest of threes. And the Nuggets just trying to force things a little bit at the moment. just see the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Webster. Nice find. Galen Smith. Well, Cowles Stadium enjoyed that one.
Stared down the barrel of our cameraman too. Very impressed.
Marty Davison just over at the score bench.
Sounds like it's going to be Nuggets ball here. Might have just skimmed the rim. That was the attempt before Harris's wild 3.
8 seconds they're putting on the shot clock. What's the ponder for Brent Matahari? Well, just over a minute to go in this first quarter. Webster can't get it to go. You get to find his range tonight. Ty Webster with the jump shot. Here's Corey Webster the other way. Nice find from Quinn Clinton. Can he get his first 3 ball off the front iron?
Harris with it now. 45 seconds to go in this first quarter as Withers. Oh, good hands. Troy Baxter. And yet another turnover for the Nuggets.
See here on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Oh, it might have been Quinn Clinton actually, who got a nice hand on the ball from behind. Webster again looking for the pick. This time he goes on his own. Smith with the putback. Well, whether that was intentional or not from Corey Webster, it was pretty.
He's going to bring that thing down in a minute, Galen Smith.
The other Webster looking for a nice pass inside. Finds Jack Andrew. And there's a smart finish from the Twizel kid. His first points of this one. 6 on the game clock. Again, Galen Smith. Again, the find from Corey Webster. And this time he's fouled. Well, what an introduction to the game tonight for Galen Smith. And that's a combination worth keeping an eye on. Smith and Webster. That's his 3rd ferocious dunk of this first quarter.
Yeah, all 6 points from huge dunks. The and one opportunity and doesn't get the roll. Classic. Nuggets look to go quick.
Classic big man. As McCullough puts up the prayer from half court, and that'll do us for the first quarter of action. Well, we said there might be fireworks. There's been plenty of fireworks. How about a 17-1 start for the Canterbury Rams? They now lead it by 30 points to 12. Max Darling has 10 of them, and Galen Smith has 6, all from well above the rim. 30 points to 12, your first quarter time score here. We'll be back after a short break here on Sky Sport. Welcome back to Cowles Stadium. Second quarter just moments away after a frenetic first quarter here Make sure you get yourselves pizza this week. How about a large 100 pepperoni black garlic pizza for just 35 bucks? Pick up only using the online code basketball. That's valid until Wednesday next week. Get you through round 12 of the NZNBL. And what a start it's been to that round. As the Nuggets look to have a fast start to the second quarter. Mike Harris's three doesn't go. A rebound by Corey Webster on debut tonight for the Canterbury Rams. Yet to score.
Nuggets now 1 from 9 from deep. 4 from 14 from the floor. Webster gets to work. Oh, almost inadvertently connects again with Galen Smith. Couldn't get the tip in.
So it's goaltending there with Galen Smith, so the basket counts.
And a first bucket for Ty Webster.
Corey again finding Galen Smith. Again, Galen Smith finishes. Those two are connecting beautifully. And for all the very correct talk of Corey Webster being a world-class scorer, we saw this last year in the NZNBL when he was playing for the Franklin Bulls, and we saw it at the World Cup in 2019. It's Todd Withers throws down a two-handed dunk of his own. He'll go to the line for one more. And Corey Webster is a world-class passer of the ball as well. Just to finish my thought that was so rudely interrupted by Todd Withers.
Already with 3 assists, Corey Webster.
And they're not counting the one off the backboard. Was that an assist, you reckon? It was quite high off the backboard as Withers converts the three-point play.
I'll ask him at halftime, eh? We'll see.
I can tell you what Corey's going to say.
Here comes Quinn Clinton. Certainly deep at the guard spot. Now the Rams and Webster and Clinton here. Tevin Brown, Taylor Britt on the bench at the moment as Webster pulls up from the elbow, and there's his first bucket as a Ram.
First foul on Galen Smith. Withers and Ty Webster combine nicely. A lot of contact on that. Hard to keep up with the pace of Ty Webster. Crafty driver with the ball. And we'll go to the line for the third time tonight. 2 from 4 so far from the TAB. What are the odds that he'll make this one now?
It's been a theme, hasn't it? 3 from 8 as a team. The Nuggets ice cold from the TAB. There we go.
Splits him again. So 3 from 6 for the line is Ty Webster. 5 points to his name. Smith and Webster. Webster Elder looking to combine again. Pulls up. Can't get it to go. Corey Webster. As Max Darling is looking to come back into this game with 10 points to his name and a well-earned rest. Withers elevates from three-point land, rattles it in.
That's the guy you don't want to get hot if you're a Rams man. Ferocious dunk, and now the 3-ball.
Big screen at half court from Galen Smith. Quinn Clinton surveys his options. Corey Webster trying to get open. Mike Harris sticking to him. Webster spinning beautifully. Finishing Corey Webster.
He just hung there in the air, had to adjust. Still got it to go. Corey Webster deep in his bag there.
Harris early the foul. He gets it to go against his Wildcats teammate. Mike Harris to the line to shoot one. It's Jeff Level. Yeah, foul there, the bump from Webster. Jeff Level making a 4-man substitution. Just converts the three-point play. Jack Andrew back into the game. That's the counter. The re-entry of Tom Webley. So the two big young Kiwi men will go at each other again. Webley certainly won the battle at the start of the game. Walter Brown striding into the lane, fires it over to Darling. Webley comes up to center screen, rejected by Brett, who puts up the two-pointer and gets it to go over Darcy Knox.
Taylor Britt up to 8 points. Webster again getting in front and again earns himself a trip to the TAB.
Tom Webley, the culprit, or Kyra Isaac, I should say, I think, called for the foul. See the GJ Gardner home replay.
Could have been either.
Could have been either. Kyra Isaac takes that one. The timeout here called by the Canterbury Rams. They lead 38-24. And make sure you get your tickets for the big dance. The final six up in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, from the 20th to the 23rd of July. This time, this year, at the Trust Arena in West Auckland. Former home of the Super City Rangers, former home of the New Zealand Breakers, way back in the day. And this year home to the NZNBL Final Six, presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Both these two teams with designs on being there.
And the Rams tonight, they could go to 10 wins, join the Tuatara. The Nuggets, if they can themselves out of this early hole, and then join the Rams at 9 wins, 5 losses. So really is a big matchup. That would split the matchup too, of course, if the Nuggets get up tonight. Head-to-heads, points differential, all these permutations that I'm sure as we enter the last round we'll have to go through to make the top 6. Could come down to a couple of buckets.
So Ty Webster back at the line. Makes his first this time. And his second. So 38-26 the score. Under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Max Darling back into the game, fires it over to Walter Brown. Taylor Britt orchestrating procedures out there for the Rams.
Just 4 left on the shot clock, yeah.
So Britt has to put up a contested 3. And he drains it, just Taylor Britt.
There is no way that was what was drawn up there.
There's no way Jeff Ladler called a timeout just to say, take all 24 seconds and get Taylor a contested 3-ball. But 3 balls a 3-ball.
He's up to 13 points just quietly, Taylor Britt. Leads all scorers as Mike Harris gets that nice little floater to go.
Kevin Brown about to re-enter into the game for the Rams. Oh, Brett almost had his pass picked off by Harris. Again, they're using a lot of the shot clock, the Rams. Good hands, though, and Walter Brown has an open 3-ball as time expires. Darling almost with the putback. Ty Webster eventually comes down with it. And here goes Barnsley the other way in that pretty baby blue uniform of the Night and Day Otago Nuggets. Ty Webster elevates from 3-point land off to the right. Tom Webley, rebound number 6.
He's doing the dirty work, Tom Webley. Britt with it. Again, the conductor of this Rams offense, Isaac, in the corner for Darling, wide open. Oh, can't get that one to go. Jack Andrew cleans up.
A much better box out from Jack Andrew in his second stint in this game against Tom Webley.
Mismatch down low, Withers with Britt. Barnsley in the corner. Can't get that one to go. Taylor Britt goes flying 3 meters along the floorboard.
Britt probing down low. Isaac 3. Well, there was either a foul or a travel there, and neither were called. And here comes Tom Withers the other way. Trying to shrug off Max Darling. Beautiful pass over to Harris. His through ball doesn't go. Darling with a big rebound. As Barsley goes sliding along the Cowles Stadium floor. Max Darling elevates and finishes through the contact of Todd Withers, who wants a sub, making that pretty clear.
Out to a 15-point advantage for the Rams, and foul well off the ball. It's going to be called on Max Darling, who's
Jeff Flavel
remonstrating.
Cannot believe it. I'd love to see the GJ Gardner Holmes replay on
A bit
that
of a
one.
veteran move there from Todd Withers.
That's my gut feeling too, Nick.
Embellished. He wanted a seat.
Top of your screen here.
Well, it's on Kai Isaac in actual fact.
Not going to go through the screen. Withers has to come back onto the court to shoot his free throws.
Yeah. 4 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the second.
Josh Aitchison, the man, ready to sub in for Withers. Withers pretty gassed out there. Pulled for a sub at the end of the last defensive possession, then hit the deck hard on the offensive one, potentially by his own accord. He'll want to make this one so he can sub off Josh Aitchison. So he earns his rest as Withers. $10 points to his name as he takes a seat.
Tevin Brown back into it for the Rams, along with Walter Brown, Taylor Britt, Galen Smith, and Max Darling. Britt to Darling, flirts with the three ball. Oh, what a pass to Walter Brown. I think he was looking for Galen Smith, ended up finding the backdoor cut from Walter Brown.
He had a couple of looks at the hoop there, Darling. One from beyond the arc, one from just under the hoop. He made a beautiful pass in the end as Aitchison cold comes off the bench and shoots his three ball too long. The ball movement from the Rams has been really pretty so far. Once we have a foul there. That one called on Matt Bardsley. There's Walter Brown. Drove along the baseline. And Todd Withers, again, true to Brett Matahardy form. Just gets about a 45-second rest before being put back into the game.
Britt with it. Baseline. Count to Tevin Brown. Oh, what a bounce pass. Galen Smith.
Ty Webster trying to claim that the foul was on the floor. You see here in the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Probably the right call was made. As we have a timeout by the Nuggets. The game getting away from them again, 47-30. 17-point lead to the home team. They're shooting 55% from the floor. And don't forget to catch Hoop Heads, 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night on Sky Sport. And Andrew Casey and Justin will run you through all the highlights and talking points of the South NBL and basketball in general.
Yeah, Tall Ferns, the Asia Cup or qualifying tournament to try and get to the Paris Olympics. They finished top 4. So Korea and China in their way in pool play. It's intriguing.
I'm sure lots will be spoken about around this first half as well. I need to talk about Canterbury Rams putting out a statement, 47 points with over 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. And we mentioned it briefly before the game, but on the 12th of July, live in your living rooms on Sky Sport, Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa back for its sophomore season. After a really encouraging first year of women's professional basketball, it's back, and with it comes the Sky Broadband Rapid League and new innovation before each game. Should be exciting to see in 2023. Rosters being announced on social media over the last few weeks. So far, I think I count 2 top 10 WNBA draft picks, Nick, and a handful of others who've played in the world's biggest league. Galen Smith can't get the free throw to go. So the lead remains 17.
McCulloch with Britt in front. Gets the switch to Darling, to Aitchison. Again, Withers has the mismatch with Britt. Finally, they get it to him.
These two have been battling, and Max Darling with the dig. Almost
Got
comes
to be
away
close
with
to
a
three in the
steal.
key.
Eventually gets the shot to go, Todd Withers. He wanted a foul the whole time. Well, Brett bounced it off his foot, but a foul called first on Matt Darsley. You see the Gigi Gardner Holmes replay. Yeah, there is just a little shoulder bump from Matt Barsley. Well, Marty Davidson, the referee on this side of the court, was distracted by Brett Matahati. He's not the first, he won't be the last. And Regan Ashley saw the foul and called it. We're looking inside for Galen Smith. Driving! Oh, Galen Smith!
My goodness.
He just got a little bit of a head start on top Withers with the baseline spin and then elevated for the slam. No look pass from Webster. Aitchison back to Ty. 5 on the shot clock. 3 ball over Darling. Drains it. Ty Webster from deep.
Lead cut to 14 now for the Rams. 1:52 remaining. Taylor Britt, one of 3 Rams players in double-digit scoring, as is this man, Galen Smith, who's really got about his work. Oh, and a friendly roll to follow. Walter Brown just does the little things ever so well. Just 20 years of age. 50 up for the Canterbury Rams as McCulloch lets that one fly from deep and drains it. Back-to-back from beyond the arc for the Nuggets. They're starting to find a little bit of a groove offensively. 13-point ball game. Darling with it. Razzle-dazzle there. Threatened a pass, just took it straight to the cup himself, and Darling up to 14 points. Now Ty Webster loses the handle at the other end.
The refs are going to discuss whether there was a foul there. And you might hear the Nuggets coaching staff remonstrating next to the commentators, because Regan Ashley did have his hand up preparing to call a foul. Then he went to discuss it with crew chief Marty Davison. And it sounds like the out of bounds occurred before the foul. We have a timeout either way. And Marty Davison's going to intervene here. One of the most experienced refs in the South NBL. Always calm and collected is Marty, a former player, of course. You know, I was about to say that these rims haven't been rocked in Cowles Stadium like they are by Galen Smith since Jack Salt's days. And I look directly across the court, only to lock eyes with Jack Salt, who's sitting courtside tonight.
Yeah, he's a regular here at Cowles. His basketball playing days are behind him. But I would counter that, Hugh, and Troy Baxter Jr. has certainly become quite friendly with the rims here at Cowles Stadium. Really cocks it back and hammers it home with regularity. But yeah, Galen Smith up to 12 points. That's a tied season high. Game 4 since his mid-season inclusion.
Taking advantage of no Sam Timmins out there for the Nuggets, away for personal reasons today. And Marty Davidson having to hear from everyone tonight in this one. It's an emotive first half of basketball. There's under a minute to go. As Ed Book shares his opinions with Sam Pan. Never shorter one is Easy E. 53-38, the Rams lead, and they have the ball. Corey Webster back into the game. Taylor Britt bellows out instructions as he makes his way up the court. Looks inside for Troy Baxter Jr. Looks to go to work. Turnaround jumper from the foul line. Troy Baxter Jr.
First bucket of the night.
Yeah, he's been quiet. He hasn't had to be loud, has he? So far, 30 seconds to go in this first half. Webster driving it, Darling, fouled, gets it to go. Ty Webster again potent on the drive, and again earns a trip to the TAB foul line. He's up to 12 points. Here's the Tall Blacks point guard. He's already shot 8 free throws, made 5 of them. 6 from 9 now. So the Rams will hold for what will almost certainly be the last shot of the first half. And what a first half it's been. 96 points in it so far. Corey Webster does enjoy a last shot. Shoots off the back iron, and will Ty Webster get one more chance. And he gets it to go. Ty Webster for 3 has the last say in this first half. He's talking to Jack Salt, I think he was talking to on the bench. And there we go, the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay after a miss from Corey Webster at one end, a 3-ball from Ty at the other. So the two Websters have been the story of this first half. 55-44. Let's hear it from the Otago Nuggets, shall we? Chod Withers, who has 12 points and 3 rebounds. He's with Nick Bewley.
Oh man, they hit everything coming out in the first quarter. Just stops. Get a stop one stop at a time. They came out on fire. You know, even with the testing in the face, they still made shots. Really, really good team. So we got to try to make it uncomfortable for them, try to get a stop as much as we can, and then that's how we dig ourselves back into the game.
The debutant Ty Webster is starting to find his range in this league. How much of a presence is he starting to become? And I guess it's about getting him more involved in the second half.
Yeah, he's an amazing player, man. He fits the team well. It's great to get him out in transition, get a feel for him, stuff like that. He's a great passer as well, so it's good to have him. Like, we want to get him more involved as much as we possibly can in the second half, get him going. You know, he looks for his teammates as well, so it helps us out a lot.
Appreciate your time. Go well in the second.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom Withers and Nick. Half-time here at Cowles Stadium. Special Olympics Canterbury team about to provide the half-time entertainment and have a competitive game here, which will be good fun for us to watch. We'll leave you with a quick break and back with the analysis at half-time here on Sky Sport. 55-44, the Rams lead the Nuggets. inside. Welcome back to Cowles Stadium, deep inside the locker room. Canterbury Rams, who had a 55-point first half, and they lead the Nuggets 55-54, working toward a spot at the NZNBL Final Six, presented by GJ Gardner-Holmes. Up in Tamaki Mikoto on the 20th to 23rd of July, and they're well on their way with 9 wins to their name. And an 11-point lead at half-time in front of a sold-out crowd here at Cowles Stadium. Hugh Baden here alongside Nick Bewley. We talked pre-game, Nick, about, well, all sorts, fireworks, the two Webster brothers going against each other, and we've had a little bit of everything. Galen Smith and Todd Withers have provided the fireworks with some huge dunks. And as you can see, the Websters will have their fingerprints all over this game, in particular, Ty Webster, who had a slow start.
Yeah, that bucket right on half-time, deep three, starting to just get into his work, as Todd Withers touched on there at the half-time interval. Corey Webster and Ty Webster, in terms of a battle of assists, it's 3 apiece. For those who got involved in that Twitter poll, though, I can tell you Ty Webster's on 16 points to Corey Webster's 4. Corey Webster with a steal as well, but I've been really impressed for someone who's just come in, well, a handful of trainings. His connection with Galen Smith in the pick and roll action has been superb, and Galen Smith already up to 12 points. I think almost all of them from ferocious dunks.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, Judd Flavel, to stick up for Corey in the scoring department, has had the luxury of not having to have him out there the entire time, given their 17-1 start. Whereas the Nuggets have relied on Ty and the ball handling for the majority of the first half. It was a fantastic first half. Will the second live up to the billing? Stick with us here on Sky Sports to find out. Third quarter on your way after the break. The Rams lead the Nuggets 55-44 in the first game of round 12 in the NZNBL.
In the paint, 34-16.
I probably won't have time. I'll grab one slice. You can do it. Got a slice here? I like that. Welcome back to the net. What do you reckon? I was ready to go. Sponsors product.
Yeah, true.
Uber Eats.
Welcome back to Cowles Stadium. The third quarter is 90 seconds away here. Why not enjoy it with a large pepperoni black garlic pizza on your lap for just $35 using pick up only online code basketball. That's valid until Wednesday. We'll see you through round 12 of the NZNBL nicely. It's got a fast and a frenetic, a furious start to round 12. The Canterbury Rams lead 55-44 over the Otago Nuggets at half-time.
We mentioned during the pre-game about Sam Timmins being out, and one noticeable thing from the box score at half-time was points in the paint. 34 of the Canterbury Rams, 55 points have come in the paint to 16 of the Nuggets. And while Jack Andrew, you see pictured there with 21, has done a serviceable job. Galen Smith and Tom Webley, to a degree, really gone about their work down low. To be an area the Nuggets and coach Brent Matahari to tidy up.
We also talked about the depth of this Canterbury Rams team, Nick, and they had 18 points off the bench compared to just 3 from the Nuggets. I mean, Troy Baxter Jr. has only had to play 7.5 minutes. Such is the scoring prowess of the rest of the Rams side. That's a man averaging 17.5 points a game.
Yeah, and 25 last week at the Edgar Centre in this very fixture. So
that's smart coaching from Judd Flavel, right? You know, the scout after literally just playing them is stop Troy Baxter Jr. Well, how about I don't even play Troy Baxter Jr. and you try and stop Corey Webster, you try and stop Max Darling, who's 5 of 7 from the field with 14 points. Taylor Brett, 5 of 7 from the field with 13 points at halftime, and Galen Smith, 6 of 7. Combining just beautifully with Corey Webster so far. And Tevin Brown and Troy Baxter Jr., 2 of the 3 imports, both averaging 18 points, only have 2 points each. Yet the Rams lead by 11.
As you see here, it just speaks to how deep this Rams roster is. I don't think there's any players in that real MVP conversation, as Webley tried to connect with it. Back to a cut from Tevin Brown, unable to do so. And here come the Nuggets. Webster playing with pace. McCulloch. And they settle down now through Michael Harris.
That was almost a mirror, an exact replica of the play that started the game. But the Rams that time forcing Webley higher as McCulloch James a 3. So it's the Nuggets who begin the second half with the first points.
And it's back under double digits for the first time in a long, long time. 47-55. And the Nuggets, they shot 10 from 15 in that second quarter, so they really found their offensive groove. A few more stops. We've got ourselves a ball game, if we don't have one already. As Britt gets to his right.
Webley working hard, doing well, earning a foul. Tom Webley surrounded by a real pack of Nuggets, but does well to earn a foul. Yeah, 5-pack of Nuggets. Look at the state of the hair on the man. It's a beautiful thing. And we're back with the live action. And it's Tevin Brown who's driving. And that is a foul. That one on Michael Harris, who owns up to it.
Rams only had 5 attempts at the TAB stripe in that first half compared to 16 for the Nuggets. So maybe that was a talking point for Rams coach Judd Flavel during the interval. Back to attacking the rim.
So Tevin Brown at the line makes his first. Just the first foul on Harris.
Makes them both. Tevin Brown back out to a 10-point advantage for the home team. Looking for their 10th win of the season as Michael Harris puts Max Darling in a spin cycle. Lovely move. Michael Harris into double digits. He's got 10 points.
Brown sends Darling down to the low block. Gets it straight back. Gets Harris out the way. Can't get the 3-ball to go. Withers looks up. Tries to find a gap. Tries to shrug off Darling. Darling does well. Foul eventually called. And they'll go to the line to shoot 2. And it's called on Big Max Darling out of Nelson College. Just getting a bit of hand on forearm there was Max. So Todd Withers to the line, looking to add to his 12 points.
Just rolls in. It's a second on Darling. It was another area of his game Hughes certainly tidied up. A couple of games early on had to sit with foul trouble. Just got that right balance between aggressiveness and getting in the officiating crew's eyes and ears.
Round over to Brett. Watch the shake of Harris. Harris does well. Here's Walter Brown driving, and that's an offensive foul. Michael Harris taking the charge.
I just mentioned the stops. We've got a couple. Michael Harris putting his body on the line outside that charge zone. And we could have ourselves a one-possession game all of a sudden, Hugh, which seems crazy to think after the start we had. Those of you just joining us on Sky Sport, 17-1 it was early in the first quarter in favour of the Canterbury Rams as Todd Withers looks for a 3-ball, and there you have it, a one-possession game. Rams lead up to 3.
Well, they're led by as many as 18 in this game, and not the first time, Nick, this season that we've seen the Rams had a double-digit lead and lose it. They blew a 16-point lead in the second half against the Nelson Giants just a couple of weeks ago. And they have a timeout here from Joe Flavels. We see the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. A pretty-looking 3-ball from Todd Withers. The Nuggets are right back in this game. Early in the third quarter.
Todd Withers leading all scorers with 17. He was a perfect 4 from 4 in that first half. He's picked up from where he left off. Ty Webster with 16, Michael Harris with 10. It's just gone a little cold offensively for the Rams, but kudos to the Nuggets defensively. And their bodies on the line. Mike Harris having that turnover a short time ago. Nuggets, of course, have just won one of their last 6 after winning their first 7 of the season. It's been a real tale of 2 halves thus far. Still 4 games to go after this one. Nuggets looking to go back-to-back. Certainly in the conversation come finals time. It's going to be very, very close. Every game, every bucket counts, really, in Sal's NBL.
They've really increased their shooting percentage, and it sounds obvious to say, but at one point in that second quarter, they were shooting just 30% from the field. The Nuggets now up to 54. The Rams at 53. So we've got ourselves a ball game. Withers looking to tie it up, and he does just that. How about it? The Nuggets, who trailed by 18 in the first quarter, have tied it up early in the third, 57 all.
Someone finally put the Nuggets in the oven. They are cooking.
And here's Corey Webster with his brother ahead of him, shoots over him, doesn't go. Ty Webster lets the crowd know about it. Withers, heat check, deep 3-ball, down it goes. Todd Withers.
First lead of the night.
Back to back to back deep balls from Todd Withers.
Can the Rams find a response? Tevin Brown, he's been quiet by his standards. Just has 4 points. Oh, in and out. Jack Andrew tidies up. Here come the Nuggies. Webster downhill. Foul called. And Ty Webster, a little bit of discomfort there. Shakes it off. A left calf issue perhaps, but
It's been a while between basketball games for the Webster boys. They're both 2 or 3 weeks.
He just said there to Nuggets coach Brent Matahari, just a little bit of cramp. Played all but about 80 seconds of that first half, so Nuggets well and truly utilising their new man, and why not?
Harris trying to draw the foul, does so, and he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That is a smart heads-up play from Mike Harris. Felt Corey Webster on his hip. So elevated for the jump shot, took the contact, and has a chance to get 3 from the line.
The second time tonight, Mike Harris shooting 3 from the TAB. Very crafty player. And the Cowles cauldron heated, shell-shocked. It's gone very quiet.
Certainly has gone a bit quieter in here. Not the theatrics of the first half. It's almost the story of the South NBL so far, isn't it, this year? Just when you think one team or 2 teams are running away with it and other teams find form, pull themselves back into the playoff picture. Darling looking to go to work on Withers. Big, strong block. Gets it back though, does Darling. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Well, Casey Frank was here. He'd say the stick-to-itiveness of Max Darling on that play has earned him a trip to the line.
It was a great block initially by Withers. He's just getting it done at both ends. That's his 3rd though. He can't believe the call. And he'll take a seat. So a small win there for the Rams. Seeing the back of Todd Withers. Darling hits the first from the TAB. That's just the home team's 3rd point of this 3rd quarter. 4 minutes in. Darling makes them both. Up to 16 points on the night. Leads the Rams scorers.
So no Timmins tonight, no Withers in the game right now. So as McCulloch puts up a moon ball that doesn't go. So young Robbie Coleman and Jack Andrew in the front court for the Nuggets. Galen Smith, Max Darling should look to capitalise. This time it's Corey Webster who drives. Out of bounds off the Nuggets. The refs are going to discuss.
Committee meeting here. And it's Rams ball.
It did look like it came off Jack Andrew. Couple of photographers just getting the hard word from the refs about moving signage near the lines of the court. Sam Pan doing yeoman's work down there, yet still copping a bit of lip from Corey Webster. You're never safe. But finally going to get back underway. Tippin Brown trying to get open. Webster has to go over the top. Just knocked away a la an AFL style by Jack Andrew.
Some evasive action by that gentleman there in the corporates.
The South Pizza almost went everywhere. So Quinn Clinton, 10 on the shot clock, finds Webster. Smith, Harris doing well, I should say. Here is Galen Smith out of bounds. And that time it is a turnover. So the Nuggets defense.
And that 30-second break is over for Ty Webster. 4-point ball game in favour of the Nuggets.
Troy Baxter Jr. re-enters the game as well. Max Darling takes the seat.
It's 19-4 in the 3rd in favour of the visitors. The ebbs and flows, the Sal's NBL. Rams had an 18-point lead as Webster finds Andrew down low. Baxter Jr. might have got a piece of that. And here come the Rams through Corey Webster.
Foul by Bardsley on the crossover. 3rd foul on Matt Bardsley. say the Nuggets are in the conversation for most emotive coaching staff. Is that fair?
I think so. Of the coaches that have been here to Cowles is Tevin Brown. Straight down Main Street. Gets to the cup.
McCulloch. Ball on a string. Nico McCulloch with a pretty finish.
That is silky. He's up to 6 points on the night. Where do the Rams go? Tevin Brown more involved in this third quarter. Webster from deep. Just can't connect. Clinton with the tip. Back to Tevin Brown. High off the glass and in. 2-point ball game. 4 and change to play in the third.
Ty Webster. Goes around to Andrew Screen, takes some contact. No foul called. And the Rams go the other way. Oh, Webster does well to get back. Comes off his knee though, so it'll be Rams possession. Remonstrating with the referee on the way back.
I was going to say, that's incredible multitasking there.
It was.
Running, remonstrating, and then the steal. Almost.
See here. TJ Gardner-Holmes replay, will we? Comes off his knee. Corey Webster fires over Tevin Brown. Catch and shoot for 3. Rebounded by Ty Webster. His 5th rebound to go with 16 points and 4 assists. Here he is, the other end, high off the glass, doesn't go. Foul called on the Nuggets. Robbie Coleman, I think, just undercutting Galen Smith on the rebound.
And then the bonus.
3rd foul on Coleman. And they're shooting.
Yeah.
So
Third
Galen
on Coleman.
Smith to the line to add to his 12 points. Slightly funky free throw action to Galen Smith. But it worked that time. Real aggressive extension of the legs before shooting the ball.
It's almost like when Casey Frank's standing next to Andrew Mulligan and they try and get the height right for the cameras.
Good times. Tips that pass by Webster, but Withers gets it. Webster picks the steal though. And the crowd like that as the Rams look to wrestle back the lead that they held for the entire first half. At one point by as many as 18. Webster looking to go one-on-one with his brother, is he? Just like the playground back in the day on the North Shore of Auckland. Driving, Corey Webster, foul! The circus shot almost goes. So Corey Webster will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on Ty Webster.
Well, the crossover from left to right was gorgeous from Corey Webster. Ty tried to recover, unable to do so cleanly. And it's Ty Webster's 2nd. Not happy with the call.
Gets his first to go from the line. Just the 5th point for Corey. Coming off, in his own words, 3.5 weeks on the couch after winning an Egyptian championship.
4 assists and 2 steals, though, for Corey Webster, so finding ways to get it done and make a contribution. Here he is.
And it's put in the heat
all over
on
Darcy Knox.
Defensively. 3 ball again. Mike Harris is fouled shooting a 3 ball. And Judd Flavel just, you can almost hear a sigh from here. That's the 3rd time?
That's the 3rd one, that's what I was going to say.
And a 3rd foul on Galen Smith. Judd Flavel. Mike Harris looks like he could be from Dunedin, eh?
The student vibes.
He does. Like doing his masters in communications kind of vibe.
Tied ball game. Not for long. What a fight back this has been from the Otago Nuggets. Makes all three. Michael Harris. Max Darling is going to come back into the game. Galen Smith takes a seat. That was his third foul. It's been a little quiet in the third. 12 points in the first half for Galen Smith. Quinn Clinton with the rock. Darcy Knox in front. Trying to get Corey Webster free. Mike Harris staying with him. Darling, oh, miscommunication. Todd Withers read that one like yesterday's paper. And the Nuggets looking to build off this 2-point buffer. Withers tried to thread the needle. Again, Webster and Clinton getting in the way. Back to Junior, wide open from the corner. Oh, well off.
Who's that come off? It's come off Walter Brown, says Sam Pan. And
he's changed his call.
Overturned his call. Yep. Instead it's come off Ty Webster. So Rams ball, Quinn Clinton will inbound. Webster under the hoop, nice find. Defense from Harris, and Webster misses the layup. Side the other way, pass to Darcy Knox. Almost blocked by Walter Brown, but fouled instead. So Darcy Knox will go to the line. Well, the Rams are hearing it from every part of the stadium right now. Both sides, all players.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of passion. Nuggets certainly desperate to chalk up another win. Slim pickings the last few weeks. Knox misses the first. Could come down a free throw shooting queue. It was patchy at best in the first half. 11 of 16, in fact. Knox splits them. Nico McCulloch back into the game for the visitors, who lead by 3 with 2:07 to go in the third. Baxter Jr. bringing it up.
Hands it over to Corey Webster. He's going to wait for a Max Darling screen. Nice ball handling from Webster. Finds Darling high off the glass. Gets another go, and he can't get it to go. Withers eventually brings it down. And here comes Mike Harris.
Darling in some discomfort too.
Oh, the Rams
get back there defensively, and Harris flexes on him.
Well, the Rams just let Mike Harris waltz to the basket, and then Troy Baxter Jr. fouled him almost after the fact. So Mike Harris again will go to the foul line.
This might be a knee issue for Darling. Should be a real shame.
Almost a hyperextension. He seems to be just testing. This looks like he wants to stay in the game. Well, Harris has already shot 10 free throws and is now 9 for 11 from the line.
19 points for Harris. The Nuggets, that might just well be their biggest lead of the night. They're up by 6. Brown, Darling, Webster. Can he conjure up some magic? What a cut, Walter Brown. Can't get the roll, but he'll take a trip to the TAB.
I think that's the 4th foul on Robbie Coleman. It is. You see here, yeah, the bump there from Coleman. Bumped him into Jack Andrew. Probably hoping that Jack Andrew was called for the foul. That would have been his first. And they're going to run out of big men. The Nuggets could be a worry for Brett Mutahati down the stretch. Still a quarter to go. No Sam Timmins tonight. Coleman now on 4 fouls. So Josh Aitchison's going to come off the bench.
McCulloch with it. 1:22 to go in the third, leading by 4. Harris, go back to, oh, that was all too easy. And a little celebration there by Harris. He's enjoyed himself. He's up to 21 points.
Troy Baxter Jr. cool with a double dribble at that end, and no interest in playing defense at the other end. He's on 2 fouls. Now 2 fouls, he makes his way off the court. Walter Brown giving him a bit of a serve to his teammate as he makes his way off the court. See here, the double dribble as he collected in 2 hands and went again. So the Rams not happy with their teammate and Troy Baxter Jr. McCulloch almost loses the ball. Regathers, Quinn Clinton on him. Jack Andrew coming up to set the screen. Hard show from Galen Smith. McCulloch contested 3. Drains it, Nico McCulloch. Well, we've seen big shot after big shot from him in the past.
All of a sudden, the Nuggets lead by 9. Having trailed by 18. 14-second differential between game and shot clock. Webster. Barnsley in front. Comes back out. Waits for the Galen Smith screen. Finds Smith pick and roll action in the corner. Clinton can't get that one to go. Here come the Nuggets. Can they put the icing on the cake of what's been a high-quality third quarter? McCulloch finds Harris. 3 ball. Just offline. Oh, Aitchison tidies up, puts it back.
What a third quarter from the Otago Nuggets.
35-point third quarter, Hugh.
35-12. They have won that third quarter. Well, we'll collect ourselves after that. They trail by as many as 18 in the first half. They now lead by 11. Fourth quarter to come here on Sky Sport. We'll see you after the break. Well, welcome back to Cowles Stadium, where we have had around for the ages. If only, Nick, it wasn't a relatively common occurrence in 2023 for the Canterbury Rams. They led by 18 in the first quarter. They find themselves trailing by 11 with a quarter to go.
Well, myself and Tessa Boagny, shout out to Tessa, who isn't with us tonight. But I feel like we've seen this movie 2, 3, maybe even 4 times this season. Absolute offensive explosion in the first quarter and then completely cool off. The Rams have on occasions found a way back, but down 11 entering the fourth. The Nuggets shot 4 of 13 in the first quarter. Since then, 20 from 30. Not bad at all.
Just 2 games to go.
Part of that too. Up to 11 points.
Oh, nice find to Jack Andrew. And finishes just 2 games ago. Found themselves up by 16 in the third quarter against the Nelson Giants, only to lose. Can they pull it back in front of another packed out Cowles Stadium crowd? They sit second on the ladder, despite those woes. Galen Smith fires it over Corey Webster and into row one.
Well, you could mount an argument that it was maybe going to take a game or two to get Corey Webster acclimated to this Rams system, but you'd say the same thing about Ty Webster, and he's going okay. That three well off, might have got a piece of that, Rams.
Well, finally someone didn't foul Mike Harris on the three ball as Corey Webster's pull-up jumper doesn't go. McCulloch brings it the other way for the Nuggets. Tevin Brown ahead of him. Withers flashes. Three ball rattles around and drops. Todd Withers is having himself a second half.
Hasn't missed tonight, Hugh. 8 from 8. And that's his 5th three. 26-point game, Todd Withers.
Well, great find from Webster, but through the hands of Galen Smith. Immediate trudge to the bench from Smith as Max Darling comes back into the game. $84-68 to the Nuggets. Darcy Knox trying to shrug off Corey Webster. Jack Andrew has it up high, hands it back to Knox. McCulloch driving high off the glass, can't get it to go. Webster comes down with it, looks to push the pace. There's Tevin Brown in transition. Beautiful find from number 9, and Tevin Brown does the rest.
Could that be the spark for the Rams? Need a stop, down 14. Withers, heat check, finally misses, front iron. Webster. Oh, he's got Brown again. He'll hammer it home. 4 quick points for the Rams, and it's Corey Webster and Tevin Brown combining. And immediately, Nuggets coach Brendan Matahari says, Ty Webster, you're about to check back in.
McCulloch getting it to go from almost behind the hoop after a perceived bump. Webster looking to slow things down. Screen comes from Darling and rejects it, goes the other way, drives, takes the contact, gets it to go. Corey Webster. Well, what a finish from the Tall Black veteran. Looking to head to another World Cup this year, and he gets the block at the other end as well. And Darling takes the foul from McCulloch, second on Nico, and that allows Ty Webster to come into the game. And Robbie Coleman on 4 fouls. You see the foul there, that McCulloch then somehow half-heartedly tried to sell the other way. Matt Barnsley, a late entry off the bench as McCulloch takes the seat.
Nuggets momentarily had 6 on the court. Nico McCulloch eventually takes a seat. And here come the Rams. In 7 minutes and change. And for their 10th win of season 2023. The Nuggets looking for their 9th. Brown, Darling, out to Britt. Fires it to Corey Webster in the corner. He's got his Perth Wildcats teammate Mike Harris in front. Gets around him, tries to finish with the left. Volleyball spike, Darling.
Oh, wow, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Max Darling went for the mid-range putback, overshot the mark, and Corey Webster was waiting for it and just delicately caressed it in.
Withers down low with Britt in front, mismatch. Webster in the corner, lovely find Withers. And a lovely stroke, Ty Webster, who just gets in the face of Walter Brown. All the way back up half court. He's having himself a night. He's up to 19 on Nuggets debut, Ty Webster.
Corey Webster looking to fire that with 3 of his own off the front iron. Ty Webster's out in transition. Mike Harris hasn't seen him, just slowing it down. They'll lead by 13, 6 points to go. 6 minutes to go, I should say. Hopefully more than 6 points to go as Webster elevates, looking to put 3 on. There they are, Ty Webster. He's talking to everyone. He's talking to his teammates. He's talking to the opposition. He's talking to the refs. He's talking to the crowd. Welcome back to Aotearoa, Ty Webster. Timeout, Canterbury Rams. They trail 92-76.
It's been the Ty Webster and Todd Withers show with a sprinkling of Mike Harris from the TAB stripe as well. All into 20-plus points. Ty Webster with 22, Harris 21, Withers 26.
Just
and the Rams
6 points from the bench for the Otago Nuggets. TAB, the official stats partner of the NZNBL. 25 bench points for the Canterbury Rams. 10 from Corey Webster, 13 from Galen Smith.
Shooting the three at 44% as well now, the Nuggets. 13 of 29 as a collective. Todd Withers 5 from 6 from deep. Ty Webster 4 from 8. Nico McCulloch 3 from 6.
Well, 6 minutes to go, Nick. Both these teams are well past what they scored the other night. Oh, the Rams, I should say, sorry, 6 points behind. The Nuggets have scored almost 20 points more than they did in the entire game the other night against this same team.
It was a real grind last week, and no Ty Webster either. But yeah, the Nuggets just found a bit of offensive spark. I can't actually recall the last time they got up towards 100 points as Harris strips Britt. Bit of showtime? No. The master's communication student at Otago University just lays it up. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
Jack Andrew fouling Tevin Brown at the other end. Well, I love how Mike Harris owned the boringness of the layup just by holding his right hand up. So Brown at the line. It's his first to go. It's his 13th point. 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. It's Tevin Brown.
And it's a huge part of his game too, Hugh. Three-point shooting. Averages just under 3 threes a game. Hasn't found his range tonight.
Webster calls to the Andrew screen. Then looks inside for the young man from Twizel. Can't get it to go. Here is Corey Webster the other way. Approaching the midway point of the fourth quarter. Webster inside to Smith. Oh, just checked himself and had to put up the floater. Couldn't get it to go, and a wry smile from Judd Flavel. He's probably starting to think nothing's going his way in this second half. Harris driving under duress from Taylor Brett, and he's fouled. So Mike Harris will go back to the line to shoot free throws number 12 and 13.
The smile is back on Renz Matahari's face after a frustrating first half. He's got the steps up tonight. Rightly so, has a sip of the water.
Well, Nuggets attacked on 50 points in this second half already, Nick. Make it 51.
And the Rams, what, 23? 55-44 they led at half-time. What a turnaround.
The crowd urging anything from the Rams to get themselves back in this game. Brown, well, one hander, hook shot doesn't go. Bardsley stretches the legs the other way. I'll let to hand it off to Ty Webster. Andrew had position. Withers, catch and shoot. 3-ball, rolls around the rim, rebounded by Corey Webster. Rebound number 6 for Corey. Point number 12 for Corey. He's also got 7 assists. Harris drives, gets tied up. Travel, good defense from Corey Webster.
Doesn't get any easier for the Rams either. Tuatara on the road next week. And they've got one more home game this season. That's against a red-hot Franklin Bulls. So, despite their ladder position, second on the table, 9-4, likely 9-5. It's not all smooth sailing. The men from the Garden City as Blackster Jr. finally gets something to go from deep. Just his second bucket of the night. Up to 5 points. He had 25 in this one a week ago. It's Barnsley. Webster. Oh, so smooth. Ty Webster. He's got 25.
Troy Baxter Jr. back into the game. Limited minutes tonight. And they haven't been the prettiest. He can get himself going down the stretch of this one. Time very much running out for the Rams. Webster slings it in to Galen Smith. He's caught a bit of top with his face, with his offhand, but gets the points to go. Timeout called by the Otago Nuggets. They lead by 14 with just over 3 minutes to go.
Now, I was curious whether the Nuggets had got over the 100-point mark so far in season 2023. They have twice. Funnily enough, both times against the Wellington Saints.
Tohi Basketball Aotearoa, butchered by GJ Gardner-Holmes, starts on the 12th of July. All games live on Sky Sport. And with it in 2023 comes the Sky Broadband Rapid League, a shortened version of the game before the main game, which will involve the benches of the two teams, so not the starting lineups. We'll play a little game before the main game. Some funky rules, mix things up. So plenty of value when you come to a Tohi game. And some great players and exciting prospects being signed by our teams, 5 teams already.
Yeah, the mainland Paukai, Canterbury based, have already locked in 3 imports. I believe 1 or 2 WNBA experience. Add to some really impressive local talent. And Tukumanawa Queens, I'm sure, will be right up there again.
Reigning champs.
Reigning champs from the inaugural season. Looking forward to Tohi in 2023.
Here comes McCulloch for the Nuggets. They lead by 14. 3 minutes to go. Andrew looks to set the screen. A hard show from Galen Smith. Here's Todd Withers, who's been a difference maker. Oh! And he just about put an exclamation point on a great second half performance. But he's fouled and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Wowee. It's almost poster time there. Todd Withers has had himself a night, 26 points. 5 from 7 from beyond the arc. Can't get that one to go at the TAB. Intrigued on your view on this, Hugh. Of course, Ja'Cory McLaughlin has been out for a wee while now for the Nuggets. Where does he fit in this Nuggets system with Ty Webster and Nico McCulloch?
Well,
Wild 3 from Baxter Jr. Brown can't tidy up. Harris does so.
Well, if he comes back and it's an embarrassment of riches, and it could just be at the right time for the Nuggets. Sam Timmins to come back as well. Tested 3 ball from Ty Webster, who can't do much wrong. And now a timeout by the Rams. They're into triple digits, are the Otago Nuggets. Ty Webster has 28 of them. Todd Withers 26, Mike Harris 25.
How about that from Todd Withers? Just asked for Ty Webster's hands and just blew at them, tried to cool them down. The man is on fire from deep. What an introduction into Sal's NBL 2023.
And right now, there's nothing the Canterbury Rams can do to stop him.
Otago Nuggets sending a statement to the league. They are far from done. Write them out at your peril. Won the first 7 and only won 1 of their last 6. You'll see plenty of Ty Webster's highlights Tuesday night, 7:30. Sal's NBL highlight show. Slooms is the Rams' 5th loss of the season, at 3rd here at home at Cowles Stadium. That loss to the Manawatu Jets early certainly didn't help their cause. Lost 2 here to the Auckland Tuatara. Now look like they're going to go down to their southern neighbours.
The Nuggets next shooting 46% from beyond the arc.
All the while, Michael Harris is none from 6 from beyond the arc. It just goes to show how deadly Withers and Webster in particular have been from deep. Corey Webster just straight up State Highway 1. And the margin, Hugh, is important here. The Rams won last week by 7. Oh, what a no-look pass. Withers to Andrew, can't finish at the cup. The Nuggets currently up by 15. They'll win the head-to-head, and these two teams are going to have identical records in about 5 or so minutes' time, 9 and 5. That could be huge in the context of this season.
It'll come down to who they'll play at final 6. Will they get a night off? Or will they have to play on the first night of the final 6? Webster finding McCulloch. Harris going to have to get it up. Into the lane he goes. Basket doesn't count. Buzzer had gone off. Shot clock violation. Harris looked to complain, and then his bench said, no, actually, the ref's right on that one. So under 2 minutes to go, 102.87. Para Cameron, I'm sure, will be watching on. I'm very interested in the fate of many a tall black prospect.
There's one there, Walter Brown. Finally gets something to go from deep. Has had Tall Blacks experience. I think it's an extended squad of 24 names next week. Has to eventually be whittled down to 12 for the World Cup in the Philippines. Tough decisions to make indeed.
Webster this time drives, looks to hand it off to Andrew. A foul called. Or out of bounds maybe the call. Out of bounds, so Webster. A little bit of a Charlie horse as well. Matt Barsley is going to replace him, as you see the Tuesday Gun Holmes replay. 3 in the key. 3 in the key is the call. I got there eventually. Jack Andrew camped out in the key. Corey Webster. Driving, fouled. And will go to the line to shoot 2. Jack Andrew called for his 2nd foul. Ty Webster comes straight back into the game. Good 8-second stint from Matt Barsley there.
30-piece on the line for Ty, currently on 28. Frustration for older brother Corey. Makes the second. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. Not bad.
Not bad. Welcome to the Nuggets. Great pickup. Perth Wildcats and the Nuggets are the same owners, of course. It's a strong Wildcat connection. Todd Withers has played no small part in this game. This is Mike Harris. He gets there to go, Harris. Adding to an impressive night for him. 27 points now. Webster will shoot that one, and he'll drain it too, Corey Webster. And a timeout for the Otago Nuggets with 48 seconds to go. They lead by 10. Look ahead to those games to come, Nick. The Franklin Bulls, who I think have won 6 of their last 7, taking on the Wellington Saints.
Another former Ram in Jared Wilson-Frame, who was down here at one point. He's found himself a home there at the Bulls. He was cooking last week.
Following the Bulls and the Saints, the Tuatara in action against a resurgent Nelson Giants who won their last 2 games. Tough trip though, up to the big city to take on big bad Bobby Lowe, who is well deserved at the top of the MVP ranking so far. What a season Rob Lowe's having.
And then the Nuggets back on the road. This part of 48 hours from now against the Hawke's Bay Hawks.
They're an enigma. They are an enigma in 2023. Just struggling to work things out with a star-studded roster.
Yeah, they got some weapons. Getting it to click on the night.
And Bryce McBride brought in to get landed the day before that, his debut against the Giants up in Nelson. We're interested to see where he fits in as another guard in that guard-heavy roster. And then Sunday sees Manawatu against Wellington and Taranaki against Southland. Southland just on the outside looking in at the moment of the top 6. Here's Mike Harris probing. Well, the Nuggets know the clock is their 6th man right now. It'll be Webster on Webster to finish this game. Harris shoots the 3, finally makes one from 3. Mike Harris, who's been fouled 3 times shooting them, finally gets one to go the old-fashioned way. A turnover from Max Darling. And it's the Otago Nuggets, who trailed 17 points to 1 to start this game. Trailed by as many as 18 at one point. Win 107-94. And they join the Rams with a 9-5 record. What a galvanizing win that is, having lost 6 of their last 7. They were led by a 30-piece from Michael Harris, 28 for Ty Webster, 26 for Todd Withers. Ty Webster with 6 rebounds, 6 assists as well. Todd Withers had 5 rebounds. Harris had 5 rebounds. So a great big 3 of action for the Nuggets. Is here from Ty Webster, who's with Nick Bewley.
I got Ty Webster here. Otago Nuggets debut as our cameraman gets in position. How do you find that, man? You were cooking there. You look like you're really enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I had a great time, you know. I mean, obviously a huge game, meant a lot to us. And I think it showed, you know. We came out a bit tight in the beginning, and I think myself especially, you know, coming into the game against Corey. But once we loosened up in the second half and started having fun, whoop-de-whoop, whap-de-whap, buckets started falling, and it was a good time.
How about your combination with the likes of Todd Withers and Michael Harris as well? It seems like it's more the game went on, you guys found real good rhythm offensively.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's only going to get better as well, you know. Those are great players, so it's easy to play alongside those guys. You know, we're sharing the ball, and it's looking good for us right now.
This team had only won 1 of their last 6. You've now sent a bit of a statement to the league. Where to for the Nuggets with 4 games to go in the regular season?
What was the question, sorry?
Going into this one, you'd won 1 of your last 6. I know you just arrived. You got 4 games to go now. You're very much in the final 6 picture. What can this Nuggets team do? Can they go back-to-back, you reckon?
Oh, absolutely. Man, I don't think we'd be out here if we didn't think we could do it. I think we're the defending champs, and we're the defending champs till we ain't no more. Everybody better respect us like that too.
Well, it was enjoyable to watch you tonight. Rest up and go well again Saturday.
Thank you, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Some quintessential Webster confidence. It comes with the surname, and what a debut for Ty Webster and the Otago Nuggets. 107.94. As we see some stats, Michael Harris, Ty Webster top with us, doing the damage primarily in the second half. Webster, Withers and Harris are top of the rebounders as well. And Webster with 6 assists. Corey Webster with, well, you can't sniff at 18.6 rebounds and 8 assists. A couple of steals in the block as well there for C-Web, 3 steals. But it was little brother Ty who wins the day. And there they are. 2 men who we hope turn it on as they did tonight when they wear the black jersey later this year.
And we may well just see them again, Hugh. You never know. Final 6. There's 2 teams now with an identical record.
So games to come. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock from Pullman Arena in South Auckland, the Franklin Bulls, the red-hot Franklin Bulls, taking on the Wellington Saints. Saturday, 5 o'clock from the big city, the Auckland Tuatara, top of the ladder, taking on a resurgent Nelson Giants who've worked their way back into the playoff picture. On Saturday at 7, the Hawke's Bay Hawks, they can't leave it too late if they want to be part of the big dance. They're going to need a win against this Otago Nugget side that are going to look pretty dangerous based on tonight. It is shaping up to be another barnstorming finish to a Sal's NBL season. These 2 teams are likely to be in the top 6. The Otago Nuggets have taken this one 107-94. We'll do it all again tomorrow night here on Sky Sport as the Sal's NBL rolls on.